Good evening, YouTube. Well, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I changed my mind. And what I mean by that is, fall forward on my Remington 870. There it is. That's the 2-round Wilson Combat magazine extension. I was not going to buy this. The reason why I really didn't want to spend the extra $45 at that cost. And that comes with, of course, a magazine spring and a follower. But I did a pretty good deal on eBay the other day and made some extra money, more than I thought I was going to make. And so I had some extra left over, so I decided to go ahead and splurge and buy the magazine follower, or excuse me, magazine extension from Wilson Combat, also known as Scattergun Technologies. So, overall, let me back this up a little bit here so you can see it. This is what we got. Remington 870 that I spent $260 for originally. Had a 30-inch barrel. And I sold the barrel and I bought the 20-inch barrel that you see here with rifle sights. And then I added, of course, the sling swivels and the studs, which were $15. And then, of course, that was right around $260, and because by the time I got done with the barrel, selling the barrel and buying the 20-inch barrel, it actually worked out to be dead even. And with the sling and the sling followers and the studs and everything, that put me about $300. Another $5 or $6 for the little Allen shotgun cartridge holder there for the buttstock. And now $45 for the magazine extension. Excuse me, I keep saying follower. So with that all together is $345. Now, again, this is a gun that anybody can do. Now, the one thing I did do, and this was an extra that I threw in. I didn't have to do it, but I did it anyways, was I swapped out this bolt and shell carrier for a newer one that was in this gun originally, because it had the newer slotted shell carrier, which was designed so that it does not, if you ever get a double feed of a shell, it can tie that action up. And if it was going to be for hunting, I probably would have left it alone. But since it is going to be for personal defense and for hunting, I decided to do that. Now that cost $100. I did resell the parts. I've got close to $40 for the parts. So yes, technically it is put it over the $400 mark. But at the same time, that is not something you need to do. That for me was just a peace of mind. But I'm throwing it in there even just for that. I did replace that. It's not something you need to do. And again, I did replace and I did sell those, so I did make some of that money back. So by the time it was all said and done, it's just around the $385, $390 mark. And that puts it right about, and that's with everything. That's tax out the door, all the accessories, everything, not a dime over. That puts it about the same price, a little bit more than, say, a Mossberg Persuader. But you get so much more in this. And anybody's asking, well, gee, how are you going to go hunting with that magazine extension? I still do have the original parts. But I also found in my vast supply of old parts that I have lying around, I found an old wooden magazine plug, a 2-round magazine plug that I've had for years. I pretty much forgot I had it. So what I will do is, come hunting season, I'm just going to throw the plug in. And I'm just going to leave the extension on there. I will take it off, put the plug in, no problem, and just go from there. And that's all I'm going to do with it. If I do decide to hunt with this gun. But for the most part, I can say now the gun is finished. I don't think I'll be adding anything else to it. It functions fine, it feeds fine, it does everything you want it to do. I hope to get some more range tests with this gun, but this is the probably the good example of what you can do for little money for a defensive shotgun. Now, you don't need all the things I put on here. You don't need the magazine extension. But I'm just showing you what is possible, especially if you want to do it over time, which is how I did this. And just buying the second barrel, you know, and selling the original barrel was a big plus when I got this 125 for the original barrel and I paid 125 for this barrel. That was a huge plus, especially being this is not a Mossberg barrel. This is not one of the new made in China barrels. This is a original Remington barrel, Remington marked, and because this gun is 2 3/4 inch, the barrel says 2 3/4 inch. That way, if somebody ever else picks up this gun, they won't ever attempt to shove a 3-inch shell in this gun. It's 2 3/4 inch, and that's it. And this is all you need, a 12 gauge. You don't need anything else. So, I think that pretty much wraps up at least the putting this gun together in the series. Again, I'm hoping to get some more field tests with this as the warm weather finally is here, and we'll go from there. But I wanted to wrap this up, YouTube, and this is where we ended up. So have a good night.